Hello, and welcome to our lesson on project execution and change management. This segment will cover managing change in organizational project management. In today's continually evolving business environment, change is essential for organizations to stay competitive, and business strategies are frequently related to change. Project management, in terms of simply focusing on scope, time, and budget, is not sufficient for managing the scale and rate of change that is the norm in most organizations. Organizations that drive project management strategically with top management visibility, use active executive sponsors on projects, and use consistent and standardized practices are more successful at delivering projects on time and within budget. More importantly, these organizations meet their intended goals 80% of the time. Change management is a comprehensive, cyclic, and structured approach for transitioning individuals, groups, and organizations from a current state to a future state and intended business benefits. Change management helps organizations to integrate and align people, processes, structures, culture, strategy, and management. Change management requires undertaking activities that align programs and projects with the strategy of the organization, as well as activities that transition project results into operations to realize business benefits. During ongoing portfolio management activities, multiple changes can be addressed simultaneously. However, for a singular change process, the peak effort occurs A. during change formulation, involving the selection and approval of organizational initiatives, and B. during benefits measurement, assessing the organizational impact of the change. These peaks aid portfolio decisions for subsequent cycles. Throughout the rest of the change cycle, portfolio activities primarily involve monitoring. In program management, activities maintain a high level throughout the entire change lifecycle, experiencing dips during implementation, where the focus is primarily on component, project oversight, and integration. At the conclusion of the full cycle, when the program concludes, activities cease. For projects, the level of effort follows a typical S-curve pattern from initiation, change planning, to closure, change transition. Standalone projects may sustain a continuous activity level to formulate and transition the change into the business as usual. Operations involve both the initiators and beneficiaries of the change, with peak involvement during formulation to identify and clarify the need for change, and active participation requested during transition activities to integrate the change into their routine operations. The most important factors for consideration when delivering successful change through projects are change that is reasonable, measurable, and capable of being sustained over a long period, thoughtful planning to address risks in the fluid environment of change and the limitations in controlling those risks, capability of the project team to carry out and integrate all supporting activities that impact the delivery of project benefits, importance and challenges of communications, stakeholder participation, and monitoring responding to potential resistance, proactive monitoring, adjusting and reworking of project plans to optimize the intended outcomes, effective coordination with program management activities, recognizing that the activities of change management most often extend beyond a single project. Navigating change management within project management involves a delicate balance between establishing boundaries and controls and embracing fluidity and adaptation. The iterative and continuous nature of change makes its implementation within time and scope-constrained projects a significant challenge. Project managers bear the responsibility of guiding projects from their current state to a future state, ensuring the realization of intended business benefits. This involves integrating and aligning various elements, including people, processes, structures, culture, and strategy, all integral aspects of change management. Project's role in benefits achievement. While project deliverables alone cannot achieve business benefits, the project manager is responsible for ensuring that the intended benefits are attained through the project's results. Change management emphasizes delivering change that is adopted and integrated into the organization's work, ensuring sustained benefits over time. Projects' adaptive responses to environmental changes, recognizing change as a predictable part of the project environment. Change management shifts, focus from strict control to continuous cyclic review and adaptation. It emphasizes identifying potential sources of change and employing adaptive techniques in planning and implementing project deliverables. Project teams supporting experts. Engaging supporting experts with specialized skills, for example, contracting, financial management, and logistics, adds complexity to the project's scope. Change management necessitates planning these activities and incorporating them into new policies, job descriptions, reporting structures, and operational measures, thereby enhancing the team's capabilities. Project's scope concerning program scope. Project activities, such as defining job descriptions or creating new policies, can be handled in various ways, either as part of a program plan, as activities related to specific projects, or as discrete project activities. The delineation between program and project scopes requires clear communication and occasional reclarification during stakeholder needs and requirements definition. Project's attention to human factors outside the team. Change management offers a process to address human emotions and motivations during project implementation. Successfully incorporating change management into project management involves a nuanced understanding of these considerations and effective communication and coordination between project and program managers. Project management's role in change spans the entire change lifecycle framework. In cases where a project operates independently of a program, a direct interaction with portfolio management occurs during the formulate change activities. Typically, project change management activities commence during the plan change phase, and these activities may involve both program and project management. Projects primarily engage in the implement change and manage transition lifecycle phases, with all projects incorporating elements of sustained change within their activities. Notably, project activities continuously adapt to address evolving needs throughout the implementation and transition of change. Key intersections and considerations when integrating project management and change management in the context of project management process groups are: initiating process group. Identify the lead and allocate necessary resources. Identify stakeholders and understand their vested interests in the change. Coordinate change management activities in conjunction with program management. Define the scope of change management. Commence change communication. Planning process group. Gather change management requirements and define the scope. Define, sequence, allocate resources, and budget for change management activities. Identify metrics for benefit realization. Identify risks to change acceptance and adoption, and plan mitigation activities. Develop a communications management plan, human resource management plan, and quality management plan. Executing process group. Acquire and organize the change management team, including procuring external resources if needed. Manage change communications. Monitoring and controlling process group. Evaluate change acceptance. Review and adjust change management scope, activities, project schedule, and budget based on acceptance assessment feedback. Closing process group. Measure change acceptance and adoption against established metrics. Identify, plan, and execute actions required to transition the change into business operations. Conclude the project with a sustainability plan. Hello, and welcome to our lesson on project execution and change management. This segment will cover managing change in organizational project management.